What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Banker Bros channel. Today we are working with a $200 budget trying to build the best gaming PC we can. And what's kind of crazy is that these things are flying off the shelves. So I figured I might as well make a quick video for you guys, squeeze a little content out of it, because I know probably 10-20 of y'all will watch this video. And the main thing is that I'm making a few dollars on each one of these that I sell, so I'm definitely pushing for people to, I don't know, do this too. This is a great way to make a couple bucks right now, mainly because these new gen stuff is just so ridiculously overpriced. You have people that had $1,000 or $1,500 willing to spend on a PC, but now a 3070 that would be part of a $1,500 build is $1,500 by itself. So that's like, no, not even a remote option. Even older gen stuff like this 1080 Ti, that's 650 bucks used right now. Going as far back as the 980 Ti, like I have in this system right down here, that thing's 400 bucks. Who would have thought a 980 Ti would be $400 in 2021? Anyways, this is where the goods are nowadays. So let's hop to these parts and get cracking on this build. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the motherboard. Nothing fancy here, just a good old Gigabyte AM3 socket micro ATX board. Nothing fancy. It is the GA78 LMTS2. Great little budget board, but the important thing here is that it came with this AMD FX 4300. It's a 3.8 gigahertz CPU, 4 cores, 4 threads, and it came with this 1 terabyte hard drive. So this entire combo that you see right here is $80, but guess what? I talked the guy down to 60 bucks if I come and pick it up immediately, and he accepted. This 8 gig stick of HyperX Fury RAM I got for 10 bucks from a friend. The Power Spec 430 watt power supply picked up at Micro Center for $29.99. It was an open box item. Normally these are $45. And our SSD is for 11 bucks on eBay. That's including shipping. It was like less. The guy that listed it, he said he wasn't sure if it was working or not, and I tested it. It is actually working, but if you wanted a brand new drive, this is a very good cheap option. $29.99 on Amazon, 240 gig from ADATA. And then our case is this old Dell case. I don't even know what model it is. It has a Pentium in it. Nothing fancy here. Let me get this in focus. And I'm sure you guys can find these really cheap at a yard sale or something like that. I actually got this for free from an old client. When I built them a new PC, they just want to get rid of their old one, so I took this off of their hands. And if you're smart, you're actually going to look for something exactly like this. Something that's an old pre-built, but might have the specs that you're looking for. So if you can find a PC that already has a RAM and a motherboard and a CPU and a power supply, then all you really need to look for is your GPU and your SSD. And I guess it's a brought up GPU. We're going to be using a 1050 super clocked. This is an amazing GPU, great bang for the buck. The problem though is that I know that they're really hard to come by at a reasonable price nowadays, so you guys are really gonna have to hunt for them. But guess what, they're out there because there are people like me selling them. I just sold a 1050 the other day for 50 bucks, and that's way below market. You could probably get I know 1050 is going for about 100 bucks now. So in the budget right now, I slotted in this specific 1050 super clocked at $80. Is it a little unreasonable? Yes. Is it possible to find them? Yes. So you guys are just gonna have to hunt for them. It's really unfortunate that that is where we're at now. Normally I would have recommended a 1060, but hey, it's just the world we live in. So let's go ahead, get the guts of that old crappy PC taken out, and put this new stuff in. I might make one little cheat and replace this stock cooler with the stock cooler from this 3700X, since I'm not going to use it and it'll look a lot cooler. So let's get started. Alright guys, so here we have our finished product. I know it's not the best. The water management in here is pretty much non-existent, and there's no intake or exhaust fan. But hey, when you're on a budget, we're just gonna run it with no side panel and hope it all goes well. And the real test of this thing is the performance. How does it perform? So I've got GTA and Cold War loaded up here on this PC, and I have no doubt GTA will run just fine, but Cold War will be the true test, because that's a pretty hard game to run nowadays on older gen stuff. So let's go ahead and get into some testing and let's see how it performs. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get GTA launched real quick. I am well aware that you might be seeing some lines on this monitor. It's not a problem with the computer, it's just an issue with this monitor, but that's perfectly fine for our purposes. This is just a testing monitor after all. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are playing GTA here, no problems at all, smooth 60 FPS playback, really happy with it, and I'm not sure what the settings are, so let's go ahead and check the settings right now, and then we could tell you guys what they are. So, DX11 on, 1920 by 1080p, FXAA on, MSAA off, everything is on pretty high. So everything's on high settings in GTA and we're getting a 60 FPS playback, so I'm really happy about that. I'm not really surprised though. It's a 1050 and an old school quad core running at 3.8 gigahertz. That's exactly what this was made for. I mean, GTA is such an old game and it pretty much runs on anything, so I'm not really shocked that it's running really well. The real test will be Cold War. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then we're going to get to... Oops. Pretend like y'all didn't see that. Oh my. I am not a gamer, alright? I'm sorry. I know, it's embarrassing. Alright guys, so that was pretty funny. I was just able to mail him. So my object view distance is so much better than it was before. Pretty happy right now. The fact that I could play this game back at 30 FPS, it just kind of blows my mind. Like, my teammate just now killed me. I hate it when that happens. You can see my object view distance. Like, that guy slid right in front of me just now. I was able to see him fine. I was able to shoot him and kill him. I know I'm not that good at playing. I'm a very casual player. I'm pretty trash, to be honest. But, yeah. Here we are. We got explosions going on. And we're still sitting at just about 30 FPS. Just really, really happy with the fact that I could play online, multiplayer, hardcore, Nuketown, and my FPS doesn't drop below 30. No complaints here at all. This is a very stout little gaming PC. So let's go ahead and neaten up the wires and put this thing to work. Alright guys, so here is the finished product. Pop that side panel off. Oops, dropped my water. And it looks pretty awesome. I'm actually really happy with the way this looks. Wire managed, okay. I could have done a better job, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be too fussy about this because this is not one of those builds where I really care about that. The only thing that's really missing from this is an intake and an exhaust fan. And well, plain and simple, if it's getting warm in there, pop your panel off. I don't want to add fans because that's going to add to the cost. So if you guys want to see me make a part 2 where I fully revamp this thing and make it look totally different, I want to repaint the interior, repaint the exterior, cut a hole in the side panel, put a piece of plexiglass on it, obviously throw some more RGBs in there and an intake and exhaust fan, get it looking a whole lot better. If you guys want to see that, be sure to put it down in the comments below, and I'd be more than happy to make a video like that. Other than that, though, we're just going to go ahead and pop the side panel back on. and we're just gonna put this baby to work. It's now a fully functional PC, and if you guys want to see some RTX 30 stuff, don't worry, that will be coming real soon. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.